I actually feel like I feel. What's the word I'm looking for? I feel like I have a weight lifted off of my shoulder, and I feel like we have turned a corner. Was I worried he wasn't going to get inaugurated? Sure, in the back of my mind, these motherfuckers are playing a trick on us.
In the back of my mind, the fucking Biden will do fucking anything unless our Pelosi.
Well, he did. He did. While his fucking speech was going on, he fucking pardoned his entire fucking family. Why did he need to do that?
And my cousin.
Well, he did that before. I got up this morning before he even showed up, and he literally like 9:30 this morning when I got up, or about 10. I got up about 10, and it said he has pardoned Fauci, Liz Cheney, Rashkin, all the people that fucking did the J6 fucking shit to him, the committee, or whatever. So they were like, he pardoned all of them. And then, while his speech was going on, it was announced that he pardoned his entire fucking family.
Yep.
Why?
Just to be safe.
What a dumbass! He's fucking ruining his fucking legacy for no reason.
That's the health figures the shit's going.
But no, it's not flipping the middle finger. It's just proving a fucking point that this guy has no justification to be the president of the United States.
Because if you're so innocent, why the fuck are you pre-pardoning your family members?
What did Joe Biden do? She say a naughty word to Donald fucking Trump? What the fuck is Alright, so I'm just gonna play a game. You guys can fuck off and do whatever. I do not. Yeah, I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the national championship game. You guys can talk about whatever. If you want to talk about the inauguration, I actually watched the whole thing. Wendy and I did. We sat down and had some cereal and watched the inauguration. And she was asking questions. It was kind of, she's like, why is he putting his hand up? He's telling him to stop, Wendy.
Who's the wax finger in the back?
What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome to the show. Is everybody free? Anybody told you that you are no longer free? Because if that's the case, I need to know. I'm just kidding. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the show.
Happy Inauguration Day.
Happy Inauguration Day. I'm feeling pretty good today. Yesterday I was really concerned. I really wasn't feeling the greatest for some reason, and I don't know.
He thought he had the vid.
I thought I had the COVID. No, actually it was Saturday. Wasn't it Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday. I thought I had the COVID. I was feeling a little better today, but I was feeling a little shitty today. I feel pretty good. I've had a couple of beverages. I actually watched the national championship game. Congratulations to the Ohio State Buckeyes. They are the national champions. They beat Notre Dame 34-23. Congratulations to Donald Trump. He is the 47th president of the United States. Yeah, you can do crickets.
Could resist on that.
You can do crickets. I don't care. But we're going to play this game. I'm going to play this national championship game because that's Excuse me. That's what took place today. So I'm gonna do that, and then I got Connor and Heather with me, and then they might do something with you guys. Play whatever. I don't care.
On the side.
I'll sit up with them and we can talk. You guys can talk about whatever you want to talk about while I play.
Heather, how would you start? I'll let you start the combo this time.
You want me to start the conversation today? Well, as we were talking before we got on air here, for a family that considers themselves to be innocent, God-fearing, all-American family, why are you giving your whole family a fucking pardon before you're walking out the door?
I mean, I understand why he's doing it, because he is afraid that Donald Trump's going to go after him. But I really, honestly, truly think Donald Trump was going to bury the hatchet.
I've got bigger fish to fry.
He does. Why is he... Oh, my God. Why is he worried about what Donald Trump's going to do? So, in this game, by the way, it is Wisconsin versus Kansas. Both of these teams are going for their first national title. So this is a interesting little dichotomy.
That was an interesting little intro there. All right. Wow, fans. All right.
What?
Yeah, the cheerleader that was receding hairline. But
That happens. Not everything can be perfect in games, right?
But America's back, baby.
I think it is. I think we're going to be okay.
And he worked.
I do like the graphics. One thing about this game is none of my guys were all Americans. Like, I showed Heather all of the, awards and shit, but none of them were all Americans.
What's up, Jurgen? What's up, Alpha? Joining us in the Chizat. That's how you guys do. Hope you had a good evening. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the tail end of it, also Inauguration Day, so it's a double whammy for all of us here in the good old US of A.
I wouldn't call it a double whammy.
Well, it was a holiday and Inauguration Day at the same time.
Well, I personally think Inauguration Day should be a holiday, but that's just me. I think everybody...
No, I actually agree with you.
I think everybody should experience the... what it is that our country is about. And that is one of those things that I can wholeheartedly say
There's the end of the sentence.
is important. It's one of those things that everybody should watch. It's a part of the process, if that makes sense.
It does, but I'm also with Heather. Where it's like, what you're just gonna go for sweeps at the end, and just like all right, let's get everybody
pretty much.
the immediate family like a 20-foot range. Like, what the fuck?
And the only one that we clearly know, because he's already been tried for it, that deserved the pardon, was Hunter.
Hunter didn't deserve a pardon. I honestly think the J6 people don't deserve a pardon
No,
either.
the committee? Fuck no. Go fuck themselves. The people that are sitting in prison right now, still, for January 6th, are the ones that deserve the fucking pardon.
They're out.
Now, because he signed the executive order to release them.
Well, it's not an executive order. He just gives them pardons because he can do that.
Pardon me?
On top of all that, Joe Biden also pardoned every inmate on death row.
No, he didn't.
Whoa, that yeah, I was gonna say is that true? Because
that's not true.
Well, no, I was gonna say if it was, that's a big slide under the radar.
There isn't anybody on death row from the J6 or Joe Biden. That is a governor's thing, is to pardon.
No. I meant the in general the death row.
In general, the what?
I thought Heather was saying in general anybody who was on death row. If it's like not Jason,
No.
J6.
No.
No. Then
Biden commutes the sentence of 37 individuals on federal death row.
Okay, I did not know that.
All right then. That's
37 of 40 federal death row inmates got a pardon.
But why?
Oh, there we go. Why? Yeah. Why not the full? That's weird on
Damn.
Okay, that's a weird one on a bunch of levels.
He commuted their sentences to be life in prison instead of being on death row.
I think he's not a death row person, so he's not a what do you call it? I can't think of what it's called. I don't know what they call it.
Favorite.
No, people on death row. They're execution. He's not one of those people that believes in executions.
Yeah, he's anti-death penalty.
There you go. That's what I was looking for. Death penalty. I'm honestly not a death penalty person either, and I say this for a reason. Because it costs more to keep somebody in prison than it does to... I've read this. I've read where it costs more to put them to death than it does to keep them in prison.
Well, yes, because of the fact that there are people in the 90s that were arrested in the 90s.
Yes, because of all the appeals that they get to.
They have to exhaust all of their appeals before they can be executed. And then they have to wait for the pardon or whatever, and then...
But 37 out of 40?
But they've been commuted to life in prison, not death.
No, that part I get, but the part I'm scratching my head at is why only that specific number?
Because two of them sat there and said, no, we want death.
Oh, okay. I was just saying, I was just like, that's... why didn't you just go for broke?
But this is also something that needs to be looked at, because some of these that are going to be spending life in prison... It's not really life in prison. It's life expectancy. I mean, there are people that have been in prison for their life term and they're out of jail in their 60s.
Like Wisconsin doesn't have the death penalty. So life in prison is 20 years.
Yeah.
Without the possibility of parole.
What was that case where somebody was they had some sort of stroke or seizure or something in prison
and technically died, and then they had to be released because they technically served their life sentence because they died technically?
Yeah. That was legit? You got up?
I am looking it up right now.
Because I think I saw that as a meme, and then I actually saw it as an actual article. Unless the article was just a meme too. It could very well be possible.
Man, these guys are...
Have good luck with that one, Google AI.
Yeah, I can't wait to see when that pops up.
It was in the New York Times. It's an actual fucking... It's an actual...
I was gonna say, like, I can't remember if the article was like The Onion or something, you know?
A prisoner who briefly died argues that he served his life sentence. I am not signing up for any of that shit. New York Times. Benjamin Schreiber. Look up Benjamin Schreiber. Schreiber. He is 66 years old and he was convicted of first-degree murder in 1997. And it was in March of 2015 that he developed large kidney stones and ended up having a stroke. And
Yep,
dying.
That's a bum. Although I think I've told you, I think I've told this story a couple of times. One of my favorites, like that's a fun, interesting case where it's like, all right, let's really analyze. Like, all right, we have to now put a number to life sentence, or we have to put some sort of numeric value in situations like this, because like on a legal level, it didn't equate what a life sentence would be in terms of like a number of years. Then there would be fun to argue. I'd love to to see this debate. But I think I've told this story before, where about the guy who sued the state lottery.
State Lottery Commission?
Yeah, he won.
Yeah.
So what happened was, this was obviously pre-internet days.
Right.
Who doesn't love to do this? Who hasn't done a scratch ticket in a good long time, right?
Yeah.
So back then, before the internet was a thing, you'd have those like the scratch tickets that would say, oh, you have 5 chances of winning, like whatever the prizes are.
Yeah.
Like, and whatever it's always big and bold and written there. But the idea was that let's say that one of the scratch tickets is like, oh, you have 5 chances at $50,000. Well, you buy the ticket with the assumption that you have a shot at that prize.
You have 5 shots on that one ticket.
Well, or just in general, like okay, there's 5 grand prizes that you can win, right?
Yeah.
You don't know, again, pre-internet, you didn't know if those prizes were claimed. So you buy the ticket with the assumption that you're going to win that prize. And so the guy sued the state lottery commission because of that, claiming it was false advertising. Because they were saying that, like, you buy the ticket, you don't, like, oh, if the grand prizes are gone, you don't pull the ticket.
Right.
They keep it going, so the ticket was misleading in the sense of like what you had, what your chances are of winning prizes. And granted, scratch tickets have a wide range of other prizes in between, but the point still stands. Like, or we can still sell these tickets. You won't win the $50,000, but you win something. But you don't know that. So
Right.
it went all the way to the Supreme Court, and he won some ridiculous amount of money. And because of that, now if you go to any state lottery's website, whether it be Wisconsin, Massachusetts, it doesn't matter. You can actually see the tickets that are out in circulation, and if you click it, you can actually see like what the prize scale is, like the smallest to the largest, how many prizes of them exist, how many have been claimed. So it's an inventory of all the prizes. It's kind of going down, bro. And he go down. And that went out.
Hit him with the ugly stick. I did that earlier.
Was it?
Oh my god, it was rancid. It was fucking horrible.
Was there a trigger for it? Like,
oh, it was no.
Food?
It was not. If I can't live with it, nobody could.
You live with your own.
Oh my god, yes. I couldn't live if that one I couldn't. It wasn't so much the initial, but it was like the after. It like I could taste it.
It's always the after. What's it like? On launch?
No, I mean you could taste it.
It's never that's another. So what caused it? Was the food?
It was just built up throughout the day. I had a Pepsi with dinner.
Jerry's reaction is priceless in the chat. That's funny. Just built up over the. Yeah, it's never on launch. It's never. It's like you have, depending on proximity and I guess weight. It really you got at least a 5 to 10 second head start before immediate impact on the senses.
Well, this had, I'm like, okay, she farted, nothing happened, and then like
5 to 10 seconds,
and then like 10 seconds later, it was like death has arrived.
Return to slam.
I finally got him back after all the times he's fucking gotten me at night.
Oh, I forgot to mention. I bought a. Did I mention to you guys how I bought like an LED shower head a while back?
No, our TV stand is LED.
So this is a while back. We got it at Five Below, and I put it in as a goof. Kids loved it. Yeah, the missus not so much. But since then, that was a couple of years ago. We had it replaced just because it wasn't the stream wasn't as powerful as before.
Right.
I said it's time to upgrade, so and I got one with the warm attachment and all that fun jazz. And so I needed to liven things up in the bathroom. So I found an LED toilet light mount sensor. So basically, you open it and it lights up the toilet bowl. Again, very similar reaction.
Sorry, I'm playing my game.
Yeah, you're good.
No, I meant similar reaction in terms of kids thought it was cool. It's really neat to see a glowing green toilet when you think like the whole took a dump.
Yeah.
This is just like why do you do these things? You already got a weird ass shower curtain.
Yeah. I have a normal shower curtain and I don't like it anymore.
Oh, let me show you what I got then. Let me see if I can.
One of my best linebackers. Son of a bitch.
Wasn't it the cat on pizza?
It's I think it's a pug riding a dinosaur on pizza. It's something along those lines, yeah. It's only in that
Right.
range. Oh, there's a lot of fun ones on here, man. If you just type in funny shower curtains on Amazon, there's quite a.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
There's quite a list. Oh, custom.
That's dangerous territory there.
Yeah, that's like if we do another drop. Did you guys catch anything of Raw this evening?
I did. I watched bits and pieces of it. I was flipping back and forth between the college football playoff and the. I had Raw on one TV, and then I had Raw on one TV. I didn't care too much about Raw today. Too much other stuff was going on. It was all right, I guess. From what I seen, I don't know what they're doing with Bailey, but it's not making any sense to me.
She went in the trade portal and she's back on Raw. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't catch the whole thing in its entirety either. I think it bits and pieces. And from what it seemed like, it was like a serviceable show. A very,
it was okay. It wasn't bad. And from what I seen of it, was okay.
That's kind of the gist I got of it too. I know Penta had another match. I know.
Yeah, it was Pete Dunne, and
Yep.
if it was any other night, I probably would have watched it.
I did April. They did a CM Punk promo.
That was terrible.
What, the Hogan
I
match?
just shut the fuck up. I can't stand listening to Punk, man. He's fucking annoying to me.
What?
He's annoying. I can't stand listening. Punk.
CM Punk.
They said Hulk. I'm like, that's not what I just.
Hulk was on Fox News tonight.
Oh, yes, because he was there for the inauguration.
They also brought up JBL. JBL was also.
JBL was on there. He was there during the Penta match. I was waiting for him to do the Eddie Guerrero shit, but I don't know why he was even there.
Fuck it, why not?
I mean, I get why, but it wasn't like they didn't make a big deal of it, really.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, it's not like he was doing it. I mean, I think it was just the acknowledgement that he was there and he was a Hall of Famer. because Triple H has been doing a very good job, in my opinion, from what I've heard, as far as educating the staff to make sure that, like, hey, when the Legends are around, you treat them with the respect they deserve. I think DDP said in an interview, and I think we talked about this before, where, like, when DDP was at, like, Bad Blood or whatever it was,
Yeah.
he had said that Triple H had sent out an email to all the staff with photos and, like, quick history briefs of, like, hey, these are the people who are around. You see them, shake their hand and say thank you. Like, he's really making a conscious effort to really put the respect back in the business. Not that it ever left, if that makes sense, but he's really trying to, like, hey, or legitimize. That's what it is. He's really trying to legitimize it. Yeah, and that same, perception, which is fucking smart as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time, you got the younger crew in there. Maybe give them more of the spotlight.
They are.
They are. JBL wasn't there to wrestle. He was actually just came out to announce a match. That was all he did. And I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it because he's actually really good at that. In my opinion, I like him for it. Personally, I think he is one of the better talkers.
I do have to admit that I love that there was like just a 2 to 3 month period where he was showing up at random indies and clotheslining people and just walking
Oh, he still
over.
does it. He still does it once in a while.
I kind of love it.
He's having the time of his life right now.
Good, as he should.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with the majority of people that loved his title reign, didn't appreciate it at the time.
I did like his title reign.
I know it gets overhyped a lot, and understandably so, but I think that it's properly rated. I think that JBL's title reign was... I didn't appreciate it at the time because I was still learning Miz, but looking back...
You were still what with the Miz?
Learning the biz.
Oh. Sorry, it just sounded like you said something about the Miz. I'm like...
I didn't appreciate it at the time and didn't understand the relevancy, and more importantly, for a guy to adapt very drastically in a short amount of time is impressive. And what I
Well,
mean
you
by
didn't
that
have
is,
much to adapt to, considering that was his personality. Just turned to 11.
well, yeah, it was him as a heel, which, I mean, a different type of heel. He's not the quiet, because really Bradshaw was just a it was still him too, but he was a very, for lack of a better description, a very one-dimensional character, one-dimensional wrestler.
APA was more of a face group than it was a heel group.
Fun, tough as hell, fun guys who drink beer and beat the shit out of people. Pretty one-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
But to take him, so not only to take him away from his comfort zone as a tech, just think realistically in terms of like how drastic of a change this was. He went from being not only split from a tag team, which not that Bradshaw hasn't done singles run before, but predominantly he's been a tag team wrestler. Not only plucking him from a tag team on a more permanent basis, but almost doing a complete 180 of his character. And true to Heather's point, it is still him, but the biggest piece is, hey, you're now going to be challenging for the WWE Championship. Whew.
Uh-huh.
That's a heavy angle there.
Well, if I remember right, Bradshaw himself went to Vince and said, we gotta change this shit up.
To Bradshaw's credit, though, he knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
I really loved the JBL character, and it was at the time, a refreshing reminder of like, and Triple H did this with the world title on Raw. I was more of a SmackDown boy. But JBL was that, he did that Flair run of the belt where it's like, just when you think, like, he's got to lose the title back.
Uh-huh.
He somehow does something. to sneak out as the champion. I still love the finish of his match with Big Show, that barbed wire steel cage match where he gets a choke slam through the ring,
Yeah.
and then he crawls out at the bottom. Like, what a giant middle finger
Yeah.
of an ending. It's great. Yeah, I think JBL's run is properly ranked, in my opinion. Anyway, I'm just rambling on incoherently.
You're fine.
Oh.
It is what it is. You can't.
It is drastically cold here, so our internet may be getting affected here just slightly.
I was gonna say we got about 6 inches of snow here, but I don't think I have much to complain about in comparison.
It's the weather doesn't affect our internet.
Nice. As soon as that happens, the feed gets cut. I got a fun vent session. So I'm gonna try and I'm trying not to call too many people out of this, but you guys know that there's a friend of mine who I've known for like 10 years, and he wants me to help him with his wrestling promotion.
Yes.
So he hit me up again, and I hadn't heard from him in a while. And we had kind of come to it was an interesting situation because a lot of things changed. A lot of things had changed in like the last couple of months, and I hadn't heard from him. He wanted me basically to come in and assist with creative and assist with I think helping with the commentators. And I just hadn't heard from him in a while. And the only time I'd heard from him was in groupings where like it was with other people that were other staff members. It was about creative stuff, and it seemed like everything had already been mapped out. So we just hadn't talked one-on-one much. So I just assumed he was all set. And then he hit me up and he was like, "Oh, still looking to help out." I'm like, "Hey, I think you're good, right? Like I don't, like I'm not being.
I'm not trying to step on any toes.
No, I'm not mad. It's his baby, right? Like at the end of the day, it's his promotion, and I can only respectfully go in so much. And plus, I think I mentioned this before that like we've been friends for so long that I also don't want to jeopardize the friendship either. I don't want to put strain on that either, because I want to have fun with it to an extent. But I also want to make it treat it like a business. And I said,
well, no, that's okay. I just wanted to take.
He's like, did I just say wrong to upset you? I said, no, you didn't. I said, no, I'm not. He's like, did you do anything wrong? But did I do anything wrong to upset you? I'm like, no, you didn't do anything wrong to upset me. And I said, I'm not upset. It looked like you're good. Like it looks like everything's all set.
Yeah.
But he's taking another crack at things. We talked to that a little bit more, and we're going to see how things play out. But I think we're going to talk again and see what happens. But man, the itch to start my own is
still there. Yeah.
I don't feel so bad.
It's forever going to be there until you actually get it done.
Yeah, I know. I figured this would be a nice little halfway point, depending on where things land in terms of what he wants me to do. But just to be very blunt, I don't want to do anything less other than I want to have a real significant input in creative, and I think there's a lot of things that need to change, like the whole thing.
Right.
Respect.
Right.
Slaughtered. So, if you folks hate the way SmackDown's booked on GM, oh, you're in for a treat. Actually, speaking of which, I heard that, I guess, and forgive me if we talked about this last night, because there's very little about last night I remember, WWE 2K25 might be introducing the city concept.
The what?
The city concept. So I guess in other 2K games, It's basically like the equivalent of like, oh, you can go to the gym, go to a trainer's area, you do this. You can basically like it's a world explorer, kind of like what Here Comes the Pain did, where you explore the arena.
So here's the problem with that. Basement said that the NBA 2K did that, and it fucking sucked. Because it became...
That's all it was.
You could only get so far in the game. Your character could only get so far. Yeah, Basement will... You can ask Basement about it, but that's exactly what they did with NBA 2K. It's terrible. It's a terrible concept. I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't...
It gets me nervous. It gets me nervous too, to be honest with you, because I have a feeling this is what GM mode. Like you know how when GM, like, I'm not saying GM mode is great now, but it's definitely better than when they first brought it back. But like when GM mode was first brought back, it was atrocious. It was terrible. There were so many things you couldn't do. It was so limited. Now it's a lot better. There's a lot more factors. In fact, I've contemplated doing a couple of live streams and just like trying out GM mode and trying to win, and just do it in one sitting. And just like bang through.
Oh, there's Basement.
Say his name and he appears.
Fuck, Basement shows up. That's when I start playing like shit.
You're still in the lead for now.
No, JP, you've been playing shit all along.
Like I said, the man shows up and I fucking start playing like ass.
The man, you got that right. What's up, fuckers?
Not
Not
much.
Not much.
You couple fuckers.
What the fuck was that?
So Basement, did you hear what Connor is said to be rumored to be brought back in GM mode or WW2K?
So explain it again, Connor.
So rumor has it is that 2K25 will feature the city mode. I guess it was taking other 2K franchises when I read.
Oh no!
See, I
They can't
told
be
you.
doing that, man. They can't be doing that.
Yeah,
Okay, theoretically, you think it's not. That's not. It could be a neat idea. It's not.
I read into it and I agree.
It's a cash grab.
It is.
Mode. You run around in like an overworld with like terrible Yeah, it's super padding.
Yeah, that's
You run all it is a bunch of fetch quests, and it's like you run here to talk to somebody. It'll be you've got to run to fucking Jim Neidhart's underground dungeon or whatever, and you're gonna have to face some like fucking nobody, and you're just gonna have to do it 5,000 times, and it'll give you like it'll give you fucking $2,000 that you'll spend to upgrade your character.
yeah, that sounds right.
They won't allow you to upgrade your like stats normally. You'll have to spend VC, the fucking 2K money.
That is so dumb.
I can imagine being like, hey, maybe you should go to the hot dog cart and get me a hot dog. And you walk up, it's like, Seamus! And it almost turns like a Pokemon battle. It's like,
Well, I mean, that would be at least more interesting. I play 2K games, and it's like, you should go to the fucking hot dog cart, and then get a hot dog hat that you have to wear and walk around and talk to a certain amount of people, so that then you can be sponsored by the hot dog company, which all it means is you get like 2 extra VC a fucking game or something. But it's all busy. It's like, do you want a job doing things that are boring and not getting
In a
paid?
video game that you're trying to play to relax?
jump the game.
It's oh my god, man! They introduced this thing where it's like, yeah, you can get your strength up, but you have to go and work out at the facility, and it's literally you sitting there trying to time button presses to do bench presses
Yeah, it's horrible.
for hours.
What are you doing,
Real
Jim?
life hours. I've been putting, you know, go to your family. Hey, you look kind of good. I've been putting some work at the gym.
Come on up.
My thumbs look like fucking.
Here you go.
Fucking like monster thumbs.
Yeah.
Elephant mouth.
Terrible.
Popeye
content.
forearms and monster thumbs.
Get everything away from 2K games. I
What I
can't
was-
stand 2K games.
What I was saying was, because I was talking about how, I don't know how much you heard before you hopped on, and I might be dabbling back into the wrestling promotions. and writing, booking, and running them. I said, so if you hate SmackDown, you're in for a treat.
Some sort of echo.
What the fuck is going on? Why?
On the stream that I just listened to a little bit. That's for myself and Connor.
Yeah, I tried putting those filters on that you guys showed me, and they don't work.
Fuck it. Anyway, I was saying I might try GM mode a couple of times for some fun live stream just to see how far I can go and just have fun with it. Because it's not as good as it once was, but it's better than when they first brought it fucking back. And it made me think of the 2K City thing where it's like, I feel like it's going to be like that, where it's like it's going to be really shitty, but I think after a few years they'll maybe get it better.
No.
2K.
They're not going to care because they're just copy and paste.
NBA
It's been part of
2K.
the NBA games for about 5 years, and if anything, it's gotten just worse. It's literally shouldn't even be legal. That's how bad it is.
Awesome. Can't wait.
It's gambling for kids,
What it is now?
and it's not even exciting gambling.
Yeah.
The fucked up thing is with 2K games, and this is what's gonna happen with the wrestling games. You'll become so good at exploiting the game mechanics that it won't matter if your guy's rated a 60 or 100.
Yeah.
Like I played the basketball game. My guy was a 68 after playing for like fucking 50 hours or something, and I was getting triple doubles. I was the best player on my fucking team at 68. The only incentive for me to continue playing was to get more VC credits to upgrade my character's stats. But I'm like, I'm already pretty much the best basketball player to ever play.
Right.
Where am I going?
Where's
from
the
here?
point? Where is the incentive to actually continue and get my player better?
Hashtag come.
I mean, if they did something that wasn't
Fucking cocksucker.
infinite. Just give us a storyline that ends in 30 hours. And you
Right.
can go around and go to the fucking...
Just
I would not mind if they had a free roam option. Instead of
Yeah, just
you
where you
go
can,
black
like-
screen, black loading screen to you're in the next spot. Can't move anywhere. It's just picking conversation and then black loading screen to the next spot.
Have like 10 or 10 to 15 different like stadium layouts, and have each one offer certain things where you're in
Yes.
the free roam. You can go and choose one thing to do additional to your match that night. Or something like that. Like, just don't make it infinite. I hate games that never end.
Agreed.
wait, why?
Because you're only going to play it for a year, and then you have to buy the new one.
Oh,
Why is it
yeah.
infinite? Why is it infinite if there isn't an end date anyway for the fucking game itself?
Right?
Because even we can stretch infinity just a little bit more.
Like, I can see a sports game, for instance, and this is what I honestly believe. Like, Madden 2025 should be the only Madden game until 2027. And they should
So-
just DLC release it.
I agree with you on the 2 year.
DLC release, updated rosters, and fix the bugs. The visuals
Yes.
don't increase that much in a year for it to warrant a year.
But it's a cash grab.
We have so many of these great players. We got to make sure they all get on the cover eventually.
There needs to be
And
regulations in video games, man. You know, it's the highest like grossing industry in the world. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it is.
Maybe not.
And it's
like-
because of games like Madden, NBA, and fucking hell, even the
Maybe not.
PGA Tour,
Okay.
FIFA, and NASCAR, or any racing game.
No,
All the above.
I don't like you.
You're not the only one.
All right, fourth quarter, guys. 17-12, man.
Man, you got this.
Don't say that, 'cause every time you fucking say that,
Man, you're fucking horrible. Get it together.
that's better.
Just put the controller down.
Oh my god. Ugh, look at the fans doing the wave.
They weren't doing the wave.
They're doing something.
Yeah, they were just doing this.
Crack cocaine.
Some of them looked like it.
Some of them the way they could use it.
Mm-hmm.
I want like I don't want this. But wouldn't it every time I see fucking Donald Trump's son, Barron Trump, I'm like, man, wouldn't it be interesting if he's like the fucking like Lex Luthor of the future?
Do you know what the?
Oh,
did
God.
you see the fucking thing that Heather put? That
Gina put that in.
Gina put in there? That was fucking great. That kid is fucking tall. He's like Slender Man.
I know. I want him to be like the world supervillain.
The expressions he has on his face most of the time, he just may be.
Every time I read him,
So
every time
I'm
I
just
see
gonna
him,
say
he
this
doesn't
now.
have emotion.
He's the reason his dad. He's one of the big reasons why his dad's in office right now.
What's his first name?
Baron.
Oh, for fuck's sake! come
Yeah,
on.
he's already fucking set up perfectly for the villain arc.
If he doesn't become a supervillain, we're missing out.
Yeah.
He should be like the fucking nicest person alive and become like the second coming of Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be the Antichrist.
Barron Trump, the Antichrist. We made him bigger. Bastard.
We're gonna find the Batcave and we're gonna take all the kryptonite.
I've never heard him talk. I've
I've
seen
never
Jesus'
heard him
face.
speak either.
He doesn't have any facial emotions. He's like he's American Psycho.
He
That's
is.
what he reminds me of.
It's a dial-up tone when you talk.
We haven't talked conventional language.
Oh my god. Could you imagine he speaks and he actually sounds like a Barbie doll?
He's got that Mike Tyson voice.
Say right here, right now. I'm a big fan of everything you're doing.
The future is Barron Trump versus the Rizzler. We're making like
Oh,
the
no.
Batman fucking. We're making the whole cadre of villains from
We're making the
Batman
road. We're making the road.
in the Rogues Gallery. Yeah. You got Barron Trump, the Rizzler.
The return of Biden, but it's Hunter
Elon
Biden.
Musk.
I guess that I Show Speed Kid would be Flash.
Yeah,
Trying to
but
think
with a
any
lot
other
of mental
things.
retardation.
Well, that goes with the group, I think. The Rizzler. Like, I would love to see the Riddler. He played him just right now in his state at 10 years old,
Yes.
with the way he looks in a real tight green costume with question marks on it. Give me that. And all he does is do that fucking thing that he does with his chin. Yeah.
It's not question mark. It's at symbols.
Fucking want to punch that kid in the face.
Kids going, look at my jawline, and we're all sitting there going, we can't see it.
He goes to say an inspirational quote, but he can't finish it. All it does is just he points to his like the chin thing. So it's like he starts off saying, "It's like just remember, when in doubt." He just does the chin. It's like what the fuck? What does that mean?
Yeah.
That's the symbol that goes up in the sky somehow.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, honestly, there's only a couple things I think of. One is he looks like the origin story to Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yes, 100%.
And two, if they wanted to do a live-action Family Guy, he is
Dead on for fucking Chris.
the wheelchair.
Joe?
Joe Swanson, he's got the same head.
Oh yeah.
It's the exact same head. Just breaks
Oh,
it.
we talked about this earlier before we got on here. Did I tell you the story about the guy who sued the lottery commission?
No.
All right, I'll try to abridge this, but basically,
Jesus fucking.
you guys have scratched. You guys
All
have
of a
scratched
sudden,
tickets
he's
there,
fucking
right?
got this. Fucking, I hate this game some fucking times, man.
Touchdown.
It's all the time.
Play it every day.
This guy, all of a sudden, he got like this fucking burst of fucking energy. Like, you can't fucking stop him. No matter what you fucking do, you aren't gonna fucking stop him.
I just thought he was like, this fucking game I fucking hate sometimes.
It's fucking so stupid, man.
Anyway, you guys have scratch tickets up there, right?
Yes.
They're-
So, okay, I figured I just want to make sure. So, before the internet, obviously. And so, before the internet, scratch tickets would have, like, they have, like, oh, you could win 5 grand prizes of, like, say, $50,000, whatever the fuck it is. So, the thing of it is, a guy sued the lottery commission for false advertising because he made the claim that when you buy the ticket, you don't know if those 5 prizes have been claimed. They're not advertising it, I'm telling you that. So you're buying it under the false pretense that you have a shot at winning the grand prize, even if they've all been claimed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see.
Yep. Went all the way to the Supreme Court and he won. He won like an absurd amount of money. And so now...
I mean, okay, so from my point of view, if all five of the badge, okay, so you make it back to fucking lottery tickets, right?
Yeah.
All 5 winners have already been claimed. As soon as that happens, they should remove anything
Right,
that's in that badge.
right, which is what they weren't doing.
Yeah, that's fucking grossly illegal.
Yes.
In my mind, it's disgusting.
It should be, yes.
I'm just like the genius of it. Not that.
Well, you know what? Good for him.
What the hell just happened to that screen?
What?
Football player just glitched out.
Put his hand through another one's ass.
Or I could be glitching out too. It's a very real possibility.
Yeah, he morphed into him. I saw the replay.
Sometimes this game does stupid shit.
All games do stupid shit some of the time.
Well, that guy that scored that last touchdown, that was a glitch. He became fucking unstoppable, which shouldn't be a thing.
Son of a glitch.
And now I can only pick a certain fucking play.
That's what sucks. Even if you open the playbook yourself, you can't.
I could have. I just would rather keep doing what I'm doing because it's working.
Right.
So I'm not going to fucking complain. The defense bullshit, it's got to fucking stop in this game.
Why does the symbol look like a fucking golden vagina?
Because this is the championship game for
Yes.
the national championship.
What are you talking about? The golden vagina?
Oh,
The school logos.
That logo? The W logo? That's
No,
Wisconsin.
It's a football in 2015.
Oh,
You could
it's
just-
2025. That's what the logo is for the college
You could
football
just-
national championship.
Sorry. Looks like a stapled up vagina.
Down.
it's a Kajussi.
It's just a football.
Kudesi.
You're a football.
You know what, motherfucker?
Yes. What, motherfuckers? I'll fight you. I'll fight
I'm
you all.
sure you'll fucking try, but you'll fail. I have Donald Trump on my side.
Well, I have. Justin
He's the
Trudeau.
51st
I don't
state,
have
so he knows exactly what's going on there.
He doesn't.
anything. I'll throw Tom Green at you.
I was on I was reading Twitter
doing a
today, and there
documentary.
was this one Canadian girl. She's on there. She's like, "Don't let that other guy take over Canada.
Hold
Just
on.
don't let it happen."
My ADHD is flaring, so apologies. But when you said Tom Green, it just reminded me of this. And forgive me if I said this before. I was scrolling through social, and it was a clip of him. I think this is a relatively recently interview. Like I think it was like right around COVID. It was with Tom Green, just catching up with him about his life and everything like that. And he goes up to his attic where he shows all the awards and shit he got. He's like, I forgot how fucking popular.
Oh God, yeah.
for such a-
90s, early 2000s, you could not turn on the TV and not see Tom Green.
I just saw it, and I just sorry.
So he goes on about like how what was it like my bum is on your lips song?
Yes.
It was the number one song, and he went on the details. Like it was like the number one song for a while, but the next part he said it so stoically that it made me fucking die. And he just goes, my bum is on the cheese, my bum is on the cheese. If I'm lucky, if I get a disease, and 2 weeks later I got testicular cancer. He just said it so just straight and dry.
He's doing a documentary. I think it's gonna be on Max.
That might have to be
Bad.
But he was explaining how like he I guess there's some issue with like TRL where his song it was still staying at #1 and recording artists and like agencies weren't happy about that, so they basically like said like, hey, you gotta retire your song. He's like, why? It's like
Nobody else is getting #1, dude.
Yeah, like it's like fucking up the publicity of all the other stars on here. He's like, oh, okay, and that's why he retired.
Look at this. This is no fucking way.
Right in the vagina.
It's fucking stupid,
Click
man.
away. I forget when I click away, it cuts it off, which is great.
Yeah, Heather is right. That's the ad I saw for him. That he's doing a documentary where he left LA.
And he's now living on a ranch in Canada.
In Saskatchewan or somewhere. And it's like, it was the weirdest fucking thing because it became like a Saw movie halfway through the advertisement. Like, people say never do a documentary about your own life. And it was just like horror sounds and flashes of like blood.
Wait, whose documentary is this?
Tom Green.
Oh, wait, what the fuck? Oh, gee, maybe.
Holy Echo, Batman. See, I told you guys. Nobody listens to me.
I know. I told you. I can't fix it.
There's gotta be a way.
I heard you. That's it.
There's gotta be a way, Heather. There's gotta be a morning after.
I
Yeah,
tried
me
the
too,
noise
so.
suppressors that you and Connor both fucking suggested, and nothing.
Well, our sounds should just be automatically filtered into the fucking thing.
Shouldn't
I don't even think it's because it's picking it up from the
fucking bullshit, man.
I think it's OBS is a bag of fun.
And I can't fix it
It's
until I get over
fucking
there.
terrible, man. There's no fucking way.
Did you try adding the application audio capture beta?
Yes.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You rarely do. You just don't get me, man.
Oh, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at this fucking game for being fucking stupid.
Stop Jurgen and Kratos and Alpha. Quack.
Yeah.
National champion. Yeah, there's a vagina in the back. I see it. It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Vagina worldwide.
Yeah, I don't even have capture audio for Discord
Vita.
selected
Vita.
at all, so it should just be desktop audio.
Do you have capture audio beta?
Should be.
Yeah, it's not selected though.
Well, selected. I think that's what he's saying. It's fucking stupid. There's no fucking way.
There's a will, there's a way.
How does that sound?
We'll find out soon.
Because I'm sure it's going to be echoing even worse now.
Yeah, I'm just watching it be like,
Oh, fuck.
just start sounding like the fucking singing people. You know, I meant Star Wars. Star Wars. Very, very, very clear and uncanceled. Honey. That was like the most gentlest. That was the most gentle tack down I've ever seen.
Fucking offensive line. Fucking big fat fuck getting in my way. Fucking jackass, man.
Retarded zombie?
Is the echo gone or not?
God. I don't think the echo's gone. I'll listen to it again.
I mean,
I love how JP just came out of like out of nowhere with that too. Just quiet, and just drunk. Okay.
It's still there. His echo's still there. But that's one thing they haven't done in a movie is have a retarded person turn into a zombie.
oh.
Think of that.
No, could you imagine Detective Downs and fucking Hot Fuzz merging?
Hold on.
I'm pretty sure I know why they haven't done this because it's like terribly.
I'm gonna
What
hold on. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to give us some names. Name.
That's game. I win. All I needed
Thank
was
God.
first down. It's just really fucking bad when you gotta fucking pray to God that the fucking game doesn't take a shit on you.
Can's ass.
Oh god, you're gonna fall, Mo.
Name a horror movie about zombie.
Look at some of the looks on these guys. They look like assholes. So this is the first time I'm seeing this personally, so you're seeing it with me.
Why is this guy being lifted up?
It's something that they do in college football. It's just something that they do. How in the fuck is this guy? The other guy had 21 carries for 156 fucking yards.
ChatGPT stressed the sensitivity of the matter, but they did make one suggestion saying the forgotten horde.
Makes sense.
Nope.
I would be like, the reanimated retard.
I was gonna say, where are his legs?
I'm trying to think of other names now.
And he's not my strong suit right at
Down with the sickness?
I mean, it kind of does. It's like, zombies want to eat brains.
Yes. That they could be completely safe. The only ones that could save the whole world? Yes. 100%
Rainbow side up.
So that was pretty cool. I played all 16 of those games, and it was the end of this game here. I have questions.
There's a lot broken with it that they need to fix before they
like
come out
all
with
of a
another
sudden
one.
I'm unstoppable, right? Like I have the best team in the country. I can't edit the players. The only thing I can do is edit their uniforms. It's all I can do.
Not even their salaries.
I can't. No, well, these guys don't get salaries. You can't edit the players.
Baby.
So the problem with this game is no matter what, at a certain point, and me and Basement talked about this with basketball, where you could have Steph Curry, but at some point, he might go 18 for 18 in the first 2 quarters of the game, and then he'll go 0 for 20 the rest of the fucking game. I have a problem with that. It's a what do you call it, Basement?
What do I call it?
Yeah, we talked about this where you could go 18 for 18 and then you'll miss your next 20 shots. It's something in the game that they do. It's like this guy can't shoot any better.
It might be akin to rubber banding that they do in Mario Kart, where it's like you can only be so good at the game before the game holds you back.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really know. I can't think of the term right now, but it is like this thing where they're gonna put a halt to you because the game mechanics will be like they will not allow you to shoot 40 for 40.
It is almost a handicap, right?
Yeah.
It's fucked though because I will the game in basketball. There's it's kind of like golf where you have that meter that goes up, and if you hit it perfectly, theoretically,
it should go
in. But I've done it and it misses because the game is
Right.
You can never be good enough at the game to master it because the game won't allow you to.
Right.
Agreed.
Oh.
He's not letting me, man.
So all I'm doing is moving on to the next week. I have not done anything past what I just did. So you guys are experiencing this with me. Players leaving. Who do I have that's leaving?
Kratos is asking you if you ever come across any weird names in the recruitment section of Dynasty.
Yes. Well, of course
There's
you do.
going to be weird names in that section no matter what.
What?
The new game is already confirmed for the summer.
And that's fine, but they need to fix some shit. These players are already getting fucking paid. They need to fucking allow Madden, which will make Madden that much better. You can take players from this game
And just port them right
and
over.
export them into Madden. You used to be able to do that.
You know what game you should play, JP?
What?
There's a game that came out recently where it's like fucking.
Ooh, I'm not losing
What's it
anybody.
called?
to-
It's like an animated. It's kind of like
Transfer.
an animated baseball game. Where
What?
it's like everybody is like you draft a team of baseball players, but it's kind of like the Sandlot.
Mm-hmm.
But all these characters are like, some of them are in wheelchairs and shit. It's good.
It's like the fucking Wii baseball.
It has a lot of like character to it. You play through like a season. I think it actually really fun with it. And the rage would be where.
Oh god, the rage would be spectacular. Okay, easy.
Why in the fuck would I? Let me see. Sorry, I'm just doing this real quick, and then
He's trying to get his next season set up, but she's not gonna be able to do shit with either way.
Backyard baseball. That's the game.
Yes.
Backyard baseball. It's got some charm to it.
Man, this twisted metal.
It's called Backyard Baseball 97. Released in 2024.
Trying to relive the 90s.
Look it up, Butter. Just look it up. See what I'm talking about. I think the rage experience with him trying to fucking make a team work of like 5-year-old brain damaged kids.
Yes. Yes.
It'd be great.
I would want to fucking kill every one of them.
Let's see.
Who's in it?
Whoa, this was made this year?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Last
Last
year?
year, yeah. Doesn't it look like
Wow.
an interesting play?
I mean, it brings back a lot of like nostalgia.
It reminds me of a game like on my PC in '99 would be
Yep.
fun with.
Yeah.
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 I wonder.
That's
Oh,
what
this
I
is
felt
really
like.
fun.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I felt like the Wii baseball looked like to me.
I don't even know what platform
I
it's
think-
on, guys.
Steam.
What? Steamos?
Steam.
Oh, okay. Well. Suppose it's not on anything.
Oh, fuck.
So, have you guys ever seen the Rooster Teeth Rage quit videos?
Yes.
Oh fuck with that.
I lived on Rooster Teeth for a while there, dude.
Including
their community website.
You know what I'm talking about, Basement?
Hear about this? You know about this? See this?
What?
No, I was just turning Jerry's Seinfeld.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure I have seen some of them because I know.
So it's just a guy who basically rage puts on the city in all these games that are suggested to him by fans that purposely are trying to get him pissed off. And the Backyard Baseball reminded me there was one he did where it was Winnie the Pooh
But haven't had a chance to
baseball
ask yet.
adventure or something like that. And it's like this, but a little bit more dumbed down for kids.
Slap the
But
shit
then
out of you.
he finds out there's stats involved and he can't get past a certain level and fucking his freak out is so great.
So
He's
I'm
like, I
done.
can't pass the big line.
I'm done. You guys want to do something? Go ahead. I just wanted to play that game, show you the ending and all that stuff. And the national championship game took place. I actually did watch it. I will say at the beginning, I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? I think I need to become I need to get back into coaching. Because everything that fucking Ohio State needed to do, they finally fucking did. And then fucking went away from it again after they got ahead by a lot.
So you have an your heart attack and rage just out. You're like, I need to get back into coaching. That's your takeaway.
Yes.
I think
back into it, baby.
I think that I could do it.
I believe in you.
I think I could coach.
You could be coach if you colored yourself black, shaved everything off.
But that's never going to happen. So, with that said, I'm done. I'm going to let you guys do your thing. I'm got to pee anyway, so I'm going to get up.
Okay.
I'm going to come back, but I'm going to get up.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Well, he's done playing football, and he's wondering if we would want to jump in another game. Well, you have to move. I know you just got comfortable, but move. Shoo! Oh, my God. Oh, let me see something here. Close that. Is there... You two speaketh. I think I might have fixed it, but I don't know.
You two speak it. You two speak it. You two speak it. Suck my dingus.
Can you guys hear it?
Is there the echo?
I don't know. Yeah, it's still there. It's still there. It's still there.
Because it's coming through the microphone somehow.
What you talk about, Will?
I was gonna say, you can always end the stream and just chill.
I don't
I-
end anything and chill.
Or keep going.
I was gonna say either one of you could take over or anything like that good stuff.
Yeah, fuck it. Give me it.
What?
I don't know. You said, yeah, fucking get.
He's
That's all
moving
I
over
heard.
to the YouTube side and he's gonna take over an OBS so the echo's not there anymore.
Oh, okay.
It just sounded like you were supposed to suck a dick.
Yes.
Yeah, fucking
Both.
Alright, I'll be back then.
Yeah, you take your
For
time.
completely different reasons.
So is everybody still alright? Nobody's been compromised? Just saying.
We're still all free. You let me know when you got it taken over there, Connor.
Yeah, working on it. Sorry, I'm trying to close out things that I didn't go super sure.
Ah.
I want to thank you guys for enjoying watching. I hope you enjoyed watching that. I struggle with these games sometimes because some of the things that happen in games like this should not happen.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you call the right play and then all of a sudden the fucking guy becomes an invincible fucking... It's like fucking playing NFL Blitz for some fucking reason. Like you can fucking have 8 guys on him, he's gonna do the whole fucking Undertaker fucking knock him off the... If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. It's fucking annoying as shit.
Watch out, Mo.
I'm ready to take over now.
Alright, if you're live on OBS,